You know what? In retrospect, I kind of regret that now.
I'm good whenever, Mr. Bobby. But just got done making a chocolate sea salt caramel fudge. We didn't add any of the fun stuff yet, but now we get to do the fun part where I pour. Usually say when you're with another person you flip it, but I can just do it by myself. Kitty, would you consider me a nugget? I would. The most satisfying is probably the peanut butter jam. Like, it's the most tedious one to make, but like when it comes out well, oh my god, it comes out perfect. So I'll kind of make sure it's in a nice, very symmetrical circle. It's not too much, we got a little bit of lump. But I'll do 1 paddle, 2 paddle, and 3 paddle. And the reason why we've been going about paddling is because a lot of people that make fudge the more traditional way, when you do it like the standard pan method, if you're just kind of leaving the hot sugar to its own devices, there's a chance the sugar crystals can kind of like heat up very high and begin to crystallize. And that's why if you ever have a piece of fudge and you're like, oh, that's kind of like a sandy, gravelly, grainy texture, it most likely sugared on you. Meanwhile, the Michigan style way, like what we do here, very much prevents said sugar from happening. Assuming I didn't overcook it or mess it up, which I never do. And I'm sure if you ask Kitty or Emily their thoughts on that, they will not rat me out. Sometimes we may start loafing just a tad bit sooner than necessary, because a lot of the people, including the customers, they love when the caramel's nice and melted in and incorporated. This way it's not just a solid block of caramel you're biting into, but actually like a sea salt caramel chocolate. The vanilla, if you ever see that one, the marbling I've had to work extensively on, but chocolate, it's not as apparent, I guess more just the taste and flavor. I guess texture too. Once we poured it, it was around 236 degrees. And then a lot of people, they ask if we keep the granite like hot or cold. No, we just keep it room temperature. And it's going to naturally kind of cool down the fudge for us. So I can maybe start working with it around like roughly 120, 130. And so because it's still a very much good bit hot, that's going to help naturally melt that caramel in. Around Christmas time, there's just a whole horde of people behind me just videoing, flash on. I turn around, I feel like a zoo animal. So I've had extensive conversation with the staff and customers about this, like especially if it's like a gym bro that understands. Okay, like the main muscles I'd say to hit, a lot of your rear deltoids, like the back of the shoulder. If I'm like hunched over, like definitely some middle trap action. What else? It can be biceps if you incorporate it, but like, man, nah. Like, in my opinion, like if you're using a lot of arms for fudge, no, it should mainly be back. Sometimes I do need to clock myself if I'm like really, I'm like hunched over, I'm like, I can't do that. As the fudge naturally cools down in the cool marble slab, the way you can kind of tell is, of course, like any liquid, it's very shiny. You see like a lot of sheen and luster. But of course, as it cools down, and especially because we use like a darker chocolate, you can very much see all that sheen and luster slowly fade away. And like another way to check is in the beginning, because it's still liquidy like you saw, it's going to cool a lot quicker. Meanwhile, right now, it's taking a hot minute. Sometimes I'll compare it to like volcano magma. Oh, that's good. You can kind of see some of the marbling in there, especially as I pour, you can see like some of the caramel sketches. Right now, I'm just kind of shaping it up. And when it comes to loafing too, it's very much like paddling. Some people are like, oh, what kind of structure do I follow? I'm like, really? Just pay attention to the shape. So like, you can go in the cyclical, like circular motion if you want. Just kind of making sure like you're still mixing in, incorporating everything, keeping a good shape. I'm just kind of doing whatever the fudge wants. Like this is when I just listen to the fudge. Sometimes they just walk in here, take a giant whiff, and they're like, okay, thank you. I'm like, oh, okay. And then just walk out.
I might have done that.
That's okay. Sometimes a kid will just walk in here and their first instinct is just to yell. I think it's like a Toys R Us situation where like you walk in, you're overstimulated. Right now, I can use this last few moments to just kind of shape it up a little bit. So circle, right, yeah. And then if it's a bit fluff, I can kind of use my palms, not the fingers. Don't want to leave streaks.
You know what? In retrospect, I kind of regret that now.
Don't want it too thin. Want it nice and even. Nice little garnish. Oh, because it's called sea salt camouflage. God. They do this every time I make a fudge, by the way. Very inconvenient when there's like 5 on the list.